Hey gang, Frank Emanuel, the Health Club Pro here, coming to you with another installment of gym marketing and health club sales tips. You know, one of the things that we always talk about is social proof and testimonials. And I can't tell you how many times that we've discussed it with a client only to show up at their place of business, at their club, and there's still no pictures of satisfied members on the wall. There's no portfolio or success book. The trainers don't even have before and after pictures in the office. And it just baffles me. And it reminds me of a time that I attended an event, a mastermind seminar, and one of the speakers had a pretty insightful story about studies showing that they're going to give us information that if used, we were guaranteed to be successful. Now, the problem is that out of the 1,000 of us or so that were there, only 10% of those 1,000, so 100 people, would actually write down any of the information. They just basically would show up and sleepwalk through the entire event. Now, 10% of those 100 people are going to take any actionable steps. So not only do they write it down, but they actually did a few things. The problem is they stopped short. And so only 10% of that 100 took a lot of action, achieved massive results, but still let go a little early and are going to be stuck sort of in that middle range. And then 10% of those 10 people, in other words, one person, is going to follow everything step by step. Not only write it down, execute a little bit, execute massive action, and then continue to improve and build, and then ultimately lead to that buried treasure that was laid out for over 1,000 people, and one of the 1,000 was the only one that capitalized on it. And gang, in a sense, that's what we've got here. You know, something as simple as social proof or testimonials, or let's say we're talking about guest passes or a lead box program, or how to develop a marketing piece. All of these are things that, if done and following a step-by-step system, you can be ultimately very, very successful. But if you're not willing to do those things, then you're not. And it's nobody's fault but your own. And so here's what I encourage you to do. As soon as this video ends, get out your member reports, find out who the most active people in your club are, who's been with you the longest. You probably know who your most loyal members are already. Give them a call and get it on paper. Ask them why they enjoy your club, why they've been so loyal. Not only is this going to put you one step closer to that social proof, it's going to give you obviously a lot of ammunition to use with future prospects and building value in your services. But it's also going to tell you a lot about what you're doing right and why the people that stick with you are there. And then when I walk into this club, finally, you know, most important, I see that you're doing social proof. And you know what? We'll feel good about continuing to work with you and help you achieve the success that I'm sure you really want. So I encourage you to take these steps, take massive action, follow through. You know, success, someone also said, is largely apportioned to people that held on a little bit longer than the guy that let go too early. I encourage you to hang on. I encourage you to take massive action, and you will find buried treasure. And all you got to be willing to do is follow some steps that other people aren't.